Well, the only issue that I seem to have, which I'm trying to work on, here, we can get rid of the Be Right Back screen. As you can see, I'm still like fairly new to this, but it's fun. Is the sound, like first off, the clicking? I got mechanical keyboards and stuff, and I think it would help if I moved the mic away, but then I don't know how I sound if you guys can hear me as well. I'm trying to listen on my phone really quick. Because let's see. Yeah, it's still a damn. It's the clicking that's the problem, unfortunately. But I guess I have a very kind friend. Did we just get a new follower? Holy crap! That wasn't even online. I don't think. That's exciting. Maybe from the replay. That's wild. But yeah, I'll talk to my friend who's brilliant at this stuff. He streams all the time, and he also said like the sound, the balancing, I guess, is tough. It's always a constant battle, and I thought he meant just my last stream because I was clicking the whole time. I could hear it. It was probably horrible for everyone watching, but he just said it's the nature of the beast of streaming, and I don't know if a lot of streamers use mechanical keyboards and stuff. I always liked it because I like the tactile feel, but I don't know. I don't know the workaround. I'm sure next time though I chat with him, I've already been driving him crazy all week with all my crazy questions, but I'm sure he'll probably have a solution because he is a tech wizard. I call him that all the time, and I'm sure he may see the stream and be like, that question is coming. The question of how does he balance the sound so you don't have to hear his stupid clicks for the however long he streams. So I'll try my best. I'm sorry. I hope it's not too annoying. But if anyone in chat, like at any point, watches this, if anyone watches this at all, knows of a way to help with the clicking noise so it's not so annoying for you guys, I would be happy to improve on that. It's just beyond my understanding at the moment, but that's enough of the boring crap. Let's have some fun. So, I hate Valentine's Day, this event in World of Warcraft, because the damn mount is it's so rare. No matter how much I try to, how many characters are running on every single day, it is not dropped. And Blizzard said, well, we've increased the drop rate now, so your first run of the day should be more likely. And I've had a few guild members get it. I haven't seen it. I've never seen anyone even get it in a group. And I've gotten like Time Lost Proto Drakes, Shaw Mount, Headless Horseman, like some of the rare ones. But I've seen people on this mount in Orgrimmar. But other than that, I honestly think it's a myth. I don't know if this mount actually exists because I know people say it does, but I think it's a psyop. I think the Azerothian government is hiding things from us, and this mount is the carrot on the end of the stick to keep us hooked. But I don't think it actually exists. I think it's just a way to keep us engaged. Yes, this was sort of a boring quest, but I'm just trying to farm those all the toys and stuff. Generally, you can hop in one of these and just sit there for a little bit, which is like such bad gameplay, but it fills up the bar quick at least, which is nice. That's a cool mount. Yeah, 16%. So I thought like, I was gonna queue for this again. This is like my first run of the day, which is like allegedly the highest chance. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool content if, of all times that it would drop when we're live. So that's why I waited to do it. Is that a gnome? Unholy. Yeah, look at that. Oh no. Oh no, this is Mecha Gnome I see, but it wasn't actually a Mecha Gnome. It's very strange because I think I have some alliance in my guild, my Horde guild, which is awesome, but then you can't queue in looking for group with them, and I don't know if that was an intention or if that was an oversight, because I don't understand how you could guild with them, you could raid with them, you can do mythics with them, but you cannot queue in looking for group. And if they're in your guild, at least if they're not in your guild, that's one thing, but if they're literally in your guild, like that's insane. We've pretty much broken all the barriers except looking for group, and I don't understand that. I feel like it was just an unintentional oversight because I can't see the justification for essentially like melding the two factions now, saying you guys can pretty much do everything together, but you can't ride each other's dragon riding mounts, and you can't queue for looking for group. But you can do everything else. I don't see a justification for that, so I think it was an oversight. Hopefully they fix it. I don't know, man. It's sometimes this game, I don't know. It's very strange at times to me, but whatever. Let's see. 77%. All right, we may as well queue. The Valentine's Day event is a little bit more boring. The Lunar Fest seems a little bit more boring. I love Halloween. Besides like the cool toys and like the trick or treating is fun, all the effects, the wands, all that stuff. I know they added a whole bunch of stuff this year. I think this is all new. I don't remember this from last year, but I don't know. You do it once, it's like unique, and you sort of get bored of it again. But you mainly like this is a means to an end in the sense that I think a lot of people are doing this just sort of for the mount or the toys and all the new gimmicky stuff, which is fun, I guess. All right. I was gonna like run through the gauntlet, which is probably horrible streaming content, but I figured if I'm gonna do it anyways, may as well just be on here, because. Like I'm nuts, and I understand that they said that. Oh, there it is. I understand that they said you only have to do it once a day because the first run of the day is the highest chance. After that, it's like a really low drop chance. But they never told us what a higher chance means. So if it normally has a 0.01% chance, and when you run it for the first run of the day, it's 0.02. That's not really that much better anyways. You may as well still run on every other character. Because they didn't specify, even if it's a 1% chance and then the rest it's 0.01, it's still low enough that like I don't feel like it's really that much more likely. I know statistically on paper it is, but like I don't know, man. If it was like a 10% chance, then maybe it would be more justifiable, but we don't have the numbers, and I think that was intentional because I think they didn't boost it as much as people would like it to be boosted. This is one of those mounts where people just want it, and it's not like you have to do anything to really get it, just dumb luck, and I don't know, after so many years, I guess, it's been around for so long at this point that I guess no luck. See? Sort of leaves a bad taste in people's mouths, I guess, just because it's so elusive. A lot of people that are mount farmers have gotten 10 plus years worth of mounts over the expansions, and this one still hasn't dropped for a lot of people. I don't know. Feels bad, man. Farless. Now this one is, I think this is new as well. I'm trying to get this achievement here. So I need to do beauty, companionship, and style. So we're going to check it out. You can probably hear the hell out of that clicking. I'm so sorry. I'm working on it, I promise. I'm hoping by the third stream, this is our second stream, I'm hoping by the third stream, maybe we can get this figured out a little bit. I hope I'm not the mic isn't too far away, because I tried to move it away from the keyboard, which is also away from me, but then I'm hoping that will help maybe with the noise. I don't know, I can't tell. I'm going to have to watch the stream after, I guess, to really figure it out. But so, let's see. We need to do the beauty, the companionship, and the style, and I'm sure Wowhead can tell us how to do that. I don't see anyone explaining here. A lot of people complaining about it, but no one's saying how to do it. Here, flowers can be given to Haleen Mistrunner for style. Flowers can also be given to Bratley Graston for beauty. So damn, so what sucks about that is you can only do one. One today, one tomorrow, but I wonder, and the companion is obviously, it's got to be the dog. But I wonder if I grab the flowers. There, I got the flowers. We'll give it to the one person to knock off one of the achievements. The Mist Runner, wherever he or she is that her? Right there. So we'll give her the flowers, but then I can't pick up the flowers again. Right, that's beauty. It should be beauty. So why, or style? Is that what it says? Flowers can be given to Mist Runner for style. Oh, There we go. Okay, so now I wonder, let's see if this works. Let's drop the quest. And go back, pick it up again, and let's see if we can give the flowers to the other person for the beauty to knock that off. We can do companionship and get the achievement done. Let's see if that works like that. And maybe it will, because like, if I have to do the quest again, I'm going to have to click 3 things. That is such a sick mount. I think that's from Mythic. Very, very neat. All right, boys. Let's try it again. The person just got the achievement we're going after. There you go. All right, pick it up again. Mysterious gift, got the flowers. And this time, we give the flowers to Check and Wowhead. Bratley Graston. Graston for beauty. It's not the girl. That, not the guy. That's the guy you fight. It's Rizzy. It's funny. It's probably like a reference to Grease, Rizzo. Nope. Come on. There's got to be someone here to with that name. I know. There's so many players too, it's hard to see between them. Maggie Diamond, Prescott. This gentleman, Flagonshot. I wonder if this guy probably needs the dog, I wonder. Let me tell you, you don't know true love until you've had a pet. That guy definitely has to get the dog. So, okay. Oh my goodness. This person has got to be up, and it's just probably, oh right there, there we are. I knew it was probably here, I just didn't see it. Knocked out beauty, we'll grab companionship, which the dog is right here. And we will take the doggy to... And after we do this boring stuff, I have some fun things to do that maybe you guys don't know about. Maybe you can learn from the stream today. Does this puppy belong to you? Yeah, it does. Look at that. It worked, ladies and gentlemen. How fun is that? Alright, just one more gift. We can do the beer. I think you give it to the girl. If I remember. Did I not pick it up? There we go. I don't play Death Knights all that often, but he's fun. Does this wine belong to you? Yes, it does. And we're done. Done the quest for the day, and we definitely have enough. We have 100 love tokens now, probably a little bit more. We could probably get one of the pets or one of the other things. I already got one of the mounts. I got the other very expensive. I got the 270 mount and the 270 toy from grinding it earlier. So now I'm just trying to fill the rest of the stuff that I don't have, which is thankfully a lot cheaper. So 40. So we can even get. So we can get this thing for 100. That'll blank us out on this guy. But then on my other characters, you can get the pet for 40, the other toy for 40, and I think we have everything. And that's mostly what I do when I play WoW. Is I used to raid. I used to do challenge mode, stuff like that. Last time I played, actually, did anything serious. My friend was here just a few days ago, and he has more confidence in me than I have in myself. And he's like, let's go do some mythics, and we did. He runs very high mythics, but we ended up doing a 2. We 3 keyed it or something, so it ended up being like a 5. We did a 5. It got even higher, like an 8 or something. We ended up doing an 8. And I was like tanking the whole time, like crapping myself because I'm like, I should not be here. I'm way out of my element. I'm not prepared for this. I just do like world quests and stuff, but we were okay. We did all right, so it was fun to do that with him, but I don't think I can do that on the regular. With him, it's fun. With people you know, it's fun. But when you're doing it with pugs and stuff, it's a little bit high stress. Okay, I haven't done this. That's why I wanted to save it for stream. It's really exciting. This is the heritage armor for the orcs. So I look forward to it. So we'll turn on the WoW sound and stuff so you can hear it because I think it'd be neat. Like I love this lore stuff. This is like really why I play the game. I like the lore, stuff like that. So let's try it. Complete the future of our people scenario. Alterac Valley. Probably because of the Frostwolf clan, I think. That's I would imagine. I'm not... my knowledge of the lore is not the best, but... You know. Cool. I recognize this guy's name, though. How fun. I farmed for this Typhoon. It's called Typhoon? Yeah, for so long. It drops off one of the world bosses. I think the Ice Dragon during the... that's cool how they salute. During the anniversary event. And it's like an old weapon you can't get anymore, but you can get it during the anniversary event. And I just went on character after character after character trying to get this damn thing to drop because it looks like such a cool samurai sword, and I love samurai. I'm glad it dropped. Oh, dogs. I think that's Thrall's... I don't remember if that's his mother. Maybe that's his wife. I suck. I know it says either his mom or his wife. I think it's his wife. Or his girlfriend or whatever. Let's shut off the music for a minute. All this lore. It's crazy that he's in a wheelchair, Drekthar, because he's like, when you still do Alterac Valley, you fight him, but I guess he's getting older now, and I don't think I've ever seen a wheelchair in World of Warcraft before, so that's neat. Drekthar's expression changes, suddenly reminded of something long forgotten. I foresaw this moment long ago. Today, we will define the future of our people. Do an orc a favor. Take my totems, place them around the room. The elements should be present for what comes next. I have no idea what they're talking about. Interesting. A Death Knight, you think it'd be a shaman. My character's a Death Knight. You think that's who all orcs should aspire to be. I betrayed my own people. I did come back, but I mean, I think the whole Death Knight starting is that, like, I guess you were mind controlled. I guess it wasn't your own volition. I wonder how long orcs live for. I didn't want to do this last one in case it cuts off the dialogue. I wanted to hear what they were going to say. See, it changes it, so I didn't know if... Alright, here we go. I accept your challenge. Do we actually fight? Oh, fun. Alright, boys, let's go. He's standing up. Riveting stuff, boys. Well, it's certainly a lot easier than the Mage Tower, that's for sure. standing upright orcs is so cool. It was such a minor thing they did that made a huge impact, and I hope Undead get it soon. Or do Undead have it? I don't think they do yet. Do I have to fight? I'm dumb. I have to fight that thing first. Jeez. I'm so silly. Alright. Got it. I was like, why is his health not moving? That's exactly why. Because I'm not paying attention. Oh, third one. Alright, got it. Man, I bet there's some Death Knight at some point watching this being like, this idiot is just smashing buttons, he has no idea what he's doing, and you would be absolutely right. Death Knights are fun, but I'm just pressing things. Frost feels really fast-paced and fun, but I don't play it, so I don't really understand much of the rotation. But I get by. Like, you know, like I sort of solo play anyway, so it's not like I have to really impress anyone. It's Mythic Week, and I'm hoping as these streams go on, if people end up finding this, it'd be really cool if we could start running with some people. That'd be fun. Meet some cool people in the community. Everything's been decided then. Go with my family to Orgrimmar, prepare for your right. I will gather the clans and meet you in Durotar. Take my Hearthstone, it will take you to the Broken Tusk Inn. I will see you soon. Neat. Interesting. I always wonder, like, can you explore a little bit, like, while you're here, like, in this, like, phased version of Alterac Valley? But I feel like there's a lot of invisible walls. I actually remember the first time I encountered invisible walls was in Spyro, because I think it was like Spyro 2, because you could see like mountains like in the background, and I would try to make it like what's there. I want to see what's there, and then I would just go head first into like an invisible wall. I was like, I understand. It's like a sandbox. This was meant to be a quiet family visit with Trekthar, or perhaps a conversation with Durak about his future. Instead, we have set off a path and will affect the Orcish people as a whole. Do not misunderstand me. I think this is the best course of action. It is just surprising how quickly it happened. I am to be a Farseer. There is much for us to do. We had best get to it. The Koshharg will be held in Razor Hill. Goel and Etreg are gathering the clans as we speak. So I guess all the Orcish clans are coming together. I always thought the Laughing Skull, I don't know if they're good guys. But they have a sick mask. I actually made a guide on it on YouTube, and I always thought they were cool orcs. The Draenor orcs were a little bit more savage, a little bit more primal, and I thought that was pretty cool. They're not so like civilized looking, and I thought that was neat. We will have to part ways for now. You must begin mentally preparing yourself for the Omgora, the Rite of Honor. It is my task to make sure it is a worthy challenge even for you. I will call our Windriders to carry my family to the Koshharg. I don't know who writes this stuff. You may travel with them or meet us there. Interesting. Let's travel with them. Yeah, I want to travel with them because I wonder if there'll be dialogue if you do that. That dude does not have a voice fit for an orc. That seems very strange. Jeez, that guy's a player. I thought this dude, he looked like one of the NPCs. My god. Cool. Let's do it. See, I had a feeling. That's why I didn't want to miss it. So doing this, you get to hear some dialogue. I hope you guys can hear this guy's voice. It seems very strange for an orc. It doesn't have that gruff. It doesn't have that. It just seems like a human talking. No pressure. let's turn the music down a bit, and let's turn the dialogue, well, I guess, okay. So we'll put the music a little bit lower, because the music's sort of drowning out the dialogue a little bit. Look at this whole party. Holy moly. And whenever they do stuff like this, I don't know whose job it is to, like, this dude, is this not the dude from Black Temple? Or is he from, Canaan Jungle. He's from, that other dungeon, I think. Or he's just one of the rares. Maybe he's one of the rares. Interesting. I think it's so fascinating. They did this in the Emerald Dream as well, where, like him, like, they have so many references to throughout all the expansions, and, like, who's the dude? There's got to be, like, some guy in charge of lore, like, person in charge of lore, who's like, well, this person should be there, that person should be there, that person should be there, and you forget about them, but then you run around and you see all these characters, and you're like, oh, I forgot about that quest, I forgot about this character, I forgot about that scenario, and it does make it more, it feels more real, feels more fun, and it's just, you know, it's these little details. No, let's not skip. I'm ready. Hopefully you guys can hear this. Turn it up just a little bit. First to attempt it. Okay, do we talk to her again? She bugged a little bit? We gotta walk away and roll back. There we go. Nope. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, there's 3 quests. Of the ancestors. Alright. To earn the blessing of the land, a young orc must learn respect for the spirits that dwell alongside us. If we do not live in balance with the elements and life around us, it can lead to calamity. That's a very strange choice of word. I will call the spirits, and they will guide us to where your aid is needed. It is up to you to complete your task before you. Okay. There you go, Thunder Ridge. To earn the blessing of the clan, a young orc must learn that the clan is only as strong as its members. Prove your strength and worth to the living orcs. Since you were not born into a clan, you must first choose a clan to champion and be accepted by the clan's chieftain. The chieftains have gathered in the barracks. Join a clan and complete the task given to you. Oh, sort of bugged again. Try again. The blessing of the ancestors is meant to teach young orcs that the living owe everything to those ancestors that came before. We must honor the ancestors, seek their wisdom, and live up to their expectations. Your task is to craft an offering worthy of the honored dead, and worthy of being the centerpiece at the offering stone of the first Koshharg of Azeroth. Maybe I'm mispronunciating that. You can crap all over me. You must put all of your energy into its construction, or it will not be enough. Oh. This is so strange. This guy sounds like a Disney prince. This is the strangest voice. It sounds like a human's voice. I don't know why. Like, her voice sounds normal. His sounds like a human. It's like the human race. It's very strange because the human race voice is like It sounds almost like a Disney prince. It has this confidence in it. It has this manliness, this manly tone. I don't know how else to word it. Just like a Prince Charming kind of voice. And orcs should not be that. They got a bit more gruff to them. They got a bit more emotion when they speak. Not anger, but there's a little bit of like strength and bruteness behind it. And I just don't hear that. This guy seems too eloquent for orc talk, in my opinion. But the Warsong clan, the Bleeding Hollow clan, the Blackrock clan, sweet. The Frostwolf clan, the Shattered Hand. The Dragon Maw. I feel like the choice doesn't matter. I feel like it's all the same outcome, but I wonder what the difference is. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. Nagrand, Draenor, Grommash Hellscream. We don't need to read all this. Okay, Iceland. They value battlefields, fighting. My clan is known for performing rituals that we may consider dark. We do not shy away from such tools. So I may join. I think actually Joran Deadeye, I think, is Kilrog's son, and I think they sacrificed their eye. That's why I think the spell is called the Eye of Kilrog. I think it gives them insight. And I think Kilrog. I thought, is Kilrog is he a demon? Are they sacrificing to a demon for certain abilities or magic or something? Because I think they are all missing one eye. And that's what the Eye of Kilrog is. I could be wrong. I'm way off on the lore here. But I think we'll join the Blackrock clan, or Bleeding Hollow clan, just because I love warlocks. Yeah, Gorgron, Draenor, found our home in Blackrock Mountain. They were bad guys for a long frickin' time, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. Obviously Thrall, obviously. Yeah, they all came from Draenor. I forgot about that. Spires. Interesting. Yeah, these guys, I think, killed a lot of dragons. Okay, let's do the Warlock clan because it's cool. Here, it says right here. Before the time of the Horde, we lived in the wilds of Tanan Jungle. My father, Kilrog. See? Didn't even read that yet, and I made the connection. But I could have read that because that was right there. Led most of our clan to war in Azeroth. Those who did not return to Draenor after the Second War were captured and placed in internment camps. The two halves of my clan have been separated until now. Let's join the Bleeding Hollow clan. I don't know what we get for it, but screw it. We must speak to the Farseer. Neato. And then, you know, the cool thing is, like, you can always go on like YouTube or something and see the other choices if it makes any difference. I'm not gonna level another like Death Knight just to see this, especially an orc. But although I think if I level, I don't think it has to be Death Knight, just an orc. Level an orc, I think you can experience this. But I don't know. I'm gonna like, you know, I'm not huge on orcs. I just wanted to try one because I don't have any, and I thought it would make for a cool Death Knight. They look cool in bulky armor, and Death Knights have a lot of bulky armor. Long Knives. The Farseer and I have decided that the Blessing of the Clan will take inspiration from the Rigor. We of the Bleeding Hollow will still see value in the old traditions. You will track and kill a beast without your armor. Well, I'm almost naked already. While acting as our champion, but we have decided this will be a particular beast that has become a menace and is worthy of your skills. You will hunt and slay the unknown monster that has been slaying the residents of the Valley of Trials. The peons have taken to calling it Gore Crush the Long Knives. Once the beast is slain, take a trophy as proof of the deed. Paint your face with its blood as proof of for the Farseer. Neat. Very neat. Don't the Blessings of the Ancestors, is that something else? Another quest I haven't done yet? Right here. I can guide you to crafting offerings for our ancestors. First, you need to know the basics. Here, I can teach you how to cook if you don't already know. Second, I need my old cookbook. We're going to make some truly special. A fusion of Draenor and Azeroth, and I'm going to need it for reference. Touch my book from the inn, we can get started. We'll do that part after. Yeah, we'll do that after. Let's kill this dude first. Oh, this way. Yeah, this way first. I was thinking maybe it was the scorpion, because I thought the scorpion, which you kill in up here, sort of like up in a little crevasse or something. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's maybe near the den. Maybe where the imps are? Let's see. The Long Knives have been terrorizing the Valley of Trials for weeks. Orcs have been going missing, and many of the young trainees have been injured. The peons took to calling the mysterious attacker the Long Knives because the few bodies we have found have all been terrible gashes across their backs. They're terrified and refusing to work. We have no idea who or what Gore-Krosh really is, but they are clearly very dangerous. Please find this monster and end this madness. Alright, 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, woke the cat up. She's not going to be a happy camper. There we go. As soon as I move, she wakes up and she like starts running. Yeah. Lip chat winner. Okay. What happened here? Don't hurt me. Big monster. Pale as a ghost. Kill friend and vanish. Check the next one. Oh, there's a path. So what is it? You have found a very large three-toed print left by an animal. A rapture or something similar. So I thought, if I'm gonna guess, I think it's those like Scyther-looking things. If you know Scyther from Pokemon, I feel like it's those things that like do the front slash in a lot of the dungeons, and you can like sidestep it to not get killed. They're in a Hellfire Peninsula as well. Weird like alien praying mantis looking things. How great would it be if it was one of the orcs killing people and they made it look like an animal, and it was like a Jack the Ripper kind of situation? That'd be a nice twist. And it's just there's a quest there. I gotta see what that is. Cactus apples? Huh. Young orc's last words were a request to deliver cactus apples. Oh. Alright. What do you have there? Oh no, it's supposed to... no one's supposed to die over these. I don't think anyone's supposed to die over anything like this, but... It's supposed to be easy. Well, thanks for delivering them, I guess. Okay, we'll ask this dude. Nice axe. That's an old school axe. Have you seen any evidence? Not even sure that guy exists. Those peons get worked up over everything. That's why you smack them with a piece of wood to wake them up so they can keep working. That's the earlier quest I remember in this orc starting zone. What have you found? You tell him about the three-toed footprints. You think it's a rapture. The peon witnesses, the deep slashes. So you're telling me he's actually a huge white rapture. It's truly a rapture. You should be able to track it down just like any other animal. See if we can find its trail. We know it's been around here recently. Corner it in its lair and end this once and for all. Make sure you return to Razor Hill straight away once you make the kill. We'll need proof of the deed. If it's really a white rapture, that's sick because I don't think there are any white raptures in the game. Or not to my knowledge, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it's a rapture though. I bet it's gonna be that like Scyther looking thing. Let's see. Here, where are we going? Here. And he jumps up. Yep. Where are we following this guy to? Oh, hello. Okay. The trail runs cold. No, it doesn't. Keep going. Okay, I see. Okay, where is this gonna send us? I see the thing there. It's funny how they just know you're gonna use a flying mount. I know it says it's there, but I'm afraid if I go there without following the footprints, is it gonna work? Who knew? Oh, I was gonna say there's a cave here, but there's no cave. Dead Beyond. It's gonna summon him. Oh. That is crazy, dude. Oh, that stinks that a raptor. I wonder if you can tame this thing. If you make an orc hunter, you can probably do this and tame this thing. That stinks that, like, this model, I don't know that this model exists anywhere else. That's a sick looking rapture. Wow, man. That's nuts. If anybody plays an orc hunter specifically, please let me know if you can tame that, because that's a really unique looking pet. Look at its mouth. I didn't know raptors. That's sick. Holy moly. Okay, after this, actually, what I'd like to do after we do this this quest for the Heritage Armor, I want to try the Gilneas quest, because I haven't done that yet. And there's a few more features that came out this recent patch or something, maybe a patch ago, that I still haven't done. Quests and stuff, so, like, one of them's called, like, the Azerothian Archives or something. I have no idea what that is. Do you have the trophy? Have you painted your face with the blood of your kill? You will not receive your blessing until the deed is done. My face, I picked up the blood, is it not on my face? It looks like it's done. She inspects the blood in your face, and you just don't see it visually. Alright, there's no buff or anything either. A clean kill. You have defeated the young, and, oh, you have defended the young and weak honorably. It's not Anakin Skywalker not killing the young. The spirits are pleased. You have earned the blessing of the clan. You may have your clothes back. What a... How lovely. How nice is she giving me my clothes back? So I don't have cooking. Alright. Guess I've got to learn this. Got to get his recipe book. Good work. Very old cookbook describing orcish cuisine from Draenor. Oh, come on. There we go. Ah, here we are. May not look like much, but this old thing made it through the dark portal. I believe it. It's a family heirloom, and before the Horde, unusual for an orc, I know. My great-grandmother, Cook Barasha, collected recipes from all the clans at each Koshharg. I am slaughtering. I must be slaughtering these words like the orcs got slaughtered as they came in through Draenor. As I understand it, she didn't trust anyone else to get it right, so she wrote it all down. We have stories of her awesome stubbornness. Enough reminiscing. Time to get cooking. Hope you're ready. We have some work ahead of us. In here is a recipe for the traditional feast left for the ancestors at the Koshharag by the clans. We're going to have to substitute some ingredients that you know no longer exist. But it will for the better. We'll bring some Azeroth flair to this traditional dish. I will teach you each piece of the recipe, but it will be up to you to gather the ingredients and actually cook it. Orc traders have come from all over, so you should be able to find everything you need right here in Razor Hill. Cool. Contains your recipes from the many clans of Draenor, collected by Barasha, the bold daughter of Rokara. We may we forever be willing to put down both our axes and grudges when called to the communal table for a warm meal. Interesting. Yeah, we're reading all that. I guess we can do this part first. Cool, we got the ale. Grab them before they escape. Okay, we got the crabs. Talk to her. We need the lemon. We need the salt. We need the coconut from Ungoro Crater. Oh, another coconut. God, you need a lot of stuff. Do we need any more of these? Oh, one more. One more. Done. Man, there's a lot of ingredients. You can buy a savory delight? That's so silly. They sell one single savory delight. Huh. South Fury Salmon, 3. Let's use the Savory Devite Delight, because why not? Now we're officially a ninja. We got the samurai sword and the ninja outfit, even though ninjas and samurais are different. I'm not too smart on this, but I think, are ninjas Chinese, I think? I could be incorrect. Maybe, I'm sure there are Japanese ninjas too, but I think traditionally the ones we see, I thought were generally the Chinese representation of ninjas, but I don't know. I like Garador. I love Nagrand. Nagrand was such a fun zone. It was so beautiful. What does he have? Oh, there's peppers? Diablo pepper. Oh, Dalapino. That's so funny. Ground Gorgrond pepper. Oh, nice, dude. Now I just need to cook it. Cooking recipes can be found under Orcish Cuisine and Classic Cooking. That's fun. It's a new little sub thing for cooking, just for orcs, I guess. Maybe I wonder if it'll go away. I wonder if after this quest it goes away forever. Probably. It would be cool that they left it. It'd be cool just as like as a remembrance. Like you can't, even if you can't get the ingredients, just to see it. Be like, oh yeah, I remember when he did that Heritage Armor quest. That was cool. And they put this action button here just to open it. I guess if you don't normally cook, you don't know what you're doing. Goodness. See, this is what happens when I don't have a coffee. Either I get the shakes from the coffee, or I don't have a coffee, so you're cooking all these now. Look at that. Oh, I bought too many coconuts. Oh no, there's no way I did, because... Wait a minute. What's going on? Did I screw this up? No, maybe not. I don't think I can, right? It has to. They have to make sure you have just enough for everything. I don't think I did screw it up. Let me just do one there. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're good. And do we feast? Oh, cook it. Wait, do I put these together? What do I do? Feast for the ancestors cooked. It is cooked. Oh, it's probably something else or what? Is this something else I'm missing? Is there another thing here I haven't cooked yet? Oh, silly me. Jeez Louise. There you go. Now we're done. Very good. Place your feast offering to the stone of the southeast. Let's use regular mounts. Not a huge fan of dragon riding. Right, it's for the dead. I forgot about that. Well, the undead eat. Watch the food just go, like, disappear. No way, dude. Are you Grommash? Surfang, Draka. Draka is Thrall's mom. And Durotan, is that not Thrall's father? Durotan Hellscream, or am I crazy? Broxigar? Holy crap, these are a lot of Grommash. Maybe Grommash? I don't know. That is crazy. All these big players, like all these guys were very influential in like the early lore of WoW and like a lot of the turning points of the game. So it's cool that you get to see them again. Of all of them, like seeing Draka was sick when you went to Maldraxxus. You see her for the first time, to my knowledge. It's like, wow, that's amazing. And Thrall was even, I think, shocked to see her, which was cool. It was one of the few redeeming things of Shadowlands, in my humble opinion. You have done well. It's a rare thing for our ancestors to cross over and manifest before you for an offering. You must have been truly worthy. Okay. One more quest. Right. Righto, righto. Interesting. Okay. Oh, click this. I see. Investigating. Life can only thrive when a delicate balance is maintained. The arrival of your people and the humans was but the first link in the chain that led to the desolation. You yourself are not to blame, but you can be the force that restores what once was. Dive into the waters below and recover the seeds buried in the slit. They are a memory of the ancient forest that once grew in harmony with my people. Interesting. You see that portal from all the way over here? Yeah, it's... I didn't know this was a... oh man, you can swim fast. Alright, settle down. I can only imagine what this clicking sounds like. I'm trying my best here, boys. Oh my goodness. There's a couple of them, I see. Did I grab... I haven't grabbed any dream seeds yet, I see. Oh, you have to do 3 out of 8, I understand. I was mixing up the 2 quests. Alright, let's pull you to the next one, because... a mud elemental? Of all the elementals you could have been, being a mud elemental sounds like the worst one. Two more, come on. Holy moly. This quest here, where you have to kill this guy, like he's dead now, I think you just loot his body, but that was such a tough quest in vanilla, man. Holy moly. It was crazy, this quest. Where the, I mean, this whole place isn't underwater in vanilla, but that's a real toughie, like, because these shadow guys plus the goblin you have to kill loot his like head or something. You pull one, like you pull the whole thing. So like, it was like a lot of things in vanilla. You really have to strategize your pulls, and often you have to like kite stuff. Vanilla was just such a different game, and I don't know if that's necessarily better. It certainly is more challenging, but just because something's more difficult doesn't by default make it more fun. Difficulty and fun aren't necessarily exclusive, and often you cross a threshold where it becomes more frustrating than anything. So you want just enough difficulty that maybe you don't get it the first few times, but you feel like you're still making progress. So when you achieve it, you get that dopaminergic rush. But it's a balance. It's a balance. Because then you also have to balance it around like general players. Because like if you do like the Mage Tower and you make it too difficult, the majority of players can't do it. It's like dead content. It almost doesn't exist in the game because it's just too difficult. No one's gonna try. There'll be like a select few people that do it, but not enough that it would almost be worth implementing or creating more stuff like that because it's catering to such a small player base. But then if you make it too easy, people get it done, and then like all that time you spent working on it was like 15 minutes of fun for like the average player, and then it's gone forever. And that's why, like, I think games are hard, especially games that are constantly being updated in real time with patches and stuff. Like, it's the balancing act, because players get smarter too as time goes on. Players get a lot better at the game. They get more intelligent, more like they have a better game sense. So I think as you sort of gauge where the average player is, and you move the needle accordingly. And it'll be too easy for some people. It'll still be too hard for other people. But if the majority feels like it's in just like the Goldilocks place, where it's not too hard, not too easy, it's just right, I guess that's what you want to aim for. I think Elden Ring, which my friends, if any of my friends watch this, are probably going to be like, shut up about Elden Ring already. But it was just so brilliantly done, in the sense that if you want to play the game in hard mode, you can play it naked, you can play it with crappy weapons, you can do whatever you want. If you're struggling at the game, you can out-level everything. You could go get a bleed build, you can get Rivers of Blood, you can get Mimic Tier, you can kill Malenia and all the bosses, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if you want somewhere in the middle, you can play with all kinds of fun builds. I think giving the player the option to outgear something is the best way to go about something, because you can make the choice. I'm over this, I don't want to struggle with this anymore, let me just outgear it so I can move on to the next thing. Instead of being hard stuck. It sort of feels bad, and a lot of people abandon games. If they feel hard stuck, and they hit a wall, and after so many attempts they're not getting anywhere, you got to be mindful of that, because I think that could potentially kill the future of a game if too many people are getting hard stuck somewhere, and they just give up and play something else. And I think Blizzard, for the most part, has gotten pretty good at balancing things, difficulty-wise at least. I think it's better to err on the side of easy and still make it a fun experience than make something hard, because just because something's difficult, like I said, doesn't necessarily make it fun. I think it's better just to have more content, fun content, with fun focus instead of difficulty focus. And sometimes you can implement things or throw things in there, that are a little bit more difficult, that are optional, like Mage Tower. Now the balancing of Mage Tower is a whole different conversation, but my point is having elective things that only offer like a little visual thing, but nothing that makes you superior in the gameplay of the game, seems like the right move, because if players want to challenge themselves, they can do it, but it's not necessary. You have successfully completed the Amgora Congratulations mode. Now it's time for you to celebrate. We have prepared a feast for all in attendance in your honor. Go revel in the glory you have earned. Enjoy yourself. If there are any of these orcs get out of line, remind them why you were the one who was chosen to complete the rites first. Got it. Interesting. Look at this. Who's this? Artisans Guild has gone off without a hitch. I think these peons have earned a break. What do you say? Are you ready for the peons to join the party? Yeah, bring it on. Let them eat. That's fun. Peons are having a good time. Oh, crap. What? We're fighting? What is this? What is this? It just turned into Roadhouse. What is going on? Holy moly, this guy's got a lot of health. Vulnerable to incoming boomerangs. Booterangs, I see. Oh, that one, I see. So next time we'll wait for him to spin, then you throw that at him. I get it. He's probably not going to do it again, though. He's probably going to die before then. Oh, it just knocks him down. That's silly. Alright. Let's have a good time. Are we going to get drunk? Ah, I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of getting drunk in this game. Alright. You may... What does it say? You may attract challengers. Alright, how wasted can we get then? Screw it. Let's see if we can throw up, boys. The strong stuff. Yep, puking. There we go. No, we're getting buffs. Interesting. Oh. Thralls brawls. Hey, you can pet him. Do you get points for petting him? Oh, I was just about to pet the cat and you attacked me, buddy. Come on. Come on. Do you get points? Let's see. 49%. Pet him. No. But you got to pet the kitty, so it was worth it. Oh, there's a giant bear there. Oh, what do you get for eating roast? I love how you're eating a roast boar while there's a boar right there. That's probably scary for the boar. I think I'm being a boar. Holy moly, you gotta eat a lot of food, man. How much can an orc put back? Gotta watch your figure. Still gotta fight and raid and stuff, right? %. Drink one more, that should do it. Drink one more, that should do it. There you go. Enjoy the feast. Look at all these people. I mean, you can't see them, but it's neat. It's like fun flute music. We've done well. I've not seen the orcs so hopeful about the future since we liberated the internment camps. Others are now lining up to complete the Omgora themselves. They are fools if they think they will go before me. I will be second orc to complete it. And in a few years, Durak will be old enough as well. He's very excited. I'd say we're partying too hard. There we go. Heritage armor and this toy. Neato. It's been a great success, in no small part thanks to Moog. All that's left is to perform the ceremony to bring the festival to an official close. I wish to speak to the crowd before we all disperse again on some things long overdue. Cinematic? Cinematic. I love when they add your character into the cinematics. It looks so cool. I'm shocked at how, I'll be honest, I'm shocked at how long that took. Yeah, we get the heritage armor. Wait a minute, what did he say? Surfing a message for you. New age has dawned for our people. I could never have imagined bringing you in on my old fool's crusade would have led to this moment. We had this armor specially made just for you. You have more than earned it. Champion of the Orcs. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, you get a few different heritage armors. Or am I crazy? Yeah, you get like 3 or 4 different looks. Holy crap! So you get this one. Look at those shoulders. You get that one, and you get that. Look at the black one. That is sick. Wow. So that's like traditional orc. That sort of looks like Frostwolfy. And that, holy moly, that is awesome possum. I really like the black one. I don't love the whole, like I wouldn't wear the whole set, but like the right shoulder, loving that right shoulder. And I wonder if you can add it to, let's see, to both shoulders. I wonder if you can have two skulls. Probably not. Let's go to the, where would it be? It's probably near the beginning. There it is. See, for that side, you can't do the darn. You gotta have it on the right hand side. Is that what you're telling me? So that will turn off. Nope. Let's look on the right hand side, and darn, that's alright. You can only have it on the one. I understand. What can we have on the left one? Or should we just do no shoulder? Because it would just, for some reason, I like the look on the left hand shoulder a little bit more than the right. I don't know. So we'll just go one. Gotta change the pants though. These pants are insane. That's sort of cool because it's got the fur. Boots with the fur. You get to cover your behind. Look at that. I think that's pretty neat. Not bad. It's sort of weird how it's sort of like a Speedo though. That's sort of strange, but yeah, it's sort of strange. Bit of a strange design choice, but who knows, dude? Okay. I like what we have right now better. Cool beans. Okay, let's hop characters. Now that we've done that, that was one thing I wanted to knock out. Oh, another toy. I forgot about the toy. What's the toy do? Just gives you the banner, probably? Yep. Neato. Oh, right, because I joined the Dead Eyes or whatever they're called. Burning Blade or whatever. Right, so it would be Frostwolf, I guess, if it was a Frostwolf one. So that's interesting that... I wonder if you can change your clan anytime, or if you're stuck with that. And then furthermore, I wonder if I make another orc, do I get another toy? And if I choose Frostwolf, will I have a separate toy? So then I can... And then can I use both of those toys on the same orc, even though I earned one clan on one orc, if that makes sense for anybody? I wonder. Like, it's the kind of stuff I think about. Okay, let's... I don't know why it didn't log me out instantly, but quickly. There we go. And let's do Gilneas. And I think we'll do it on Nolly. Alright. I guess we can put the music back on. Chill. Hopefully it's not too loud. If anyone's like, I mean, if it's too loud and anyone's actually watching, let me know and I can turn it down. So, I think this is the Gilneas quest right here. Clandestine movements. Lillian Voss and Kalia Menfil have requested your presence for a clandestine operation involving Gilneas. Fun stuff. So I think we'll just make our way to Gilneas. I guess just take the portal. I feel like that's the fastest way. Because there's like not like there's a port there or anything. So I loved I don't love the Worgen models in this game, but I love the story of the Worgen. Gen Greymane and all that stuff. I remember reading a book years ago, and Gen was in it. And I was maybe something of the dragon or something. It was one of the WoW lore books. And just Gen's character is so cool because he's like war-torn. He's like a long-standing veteran. He's seen a lot. He's sort of untrustworthy even of the Alliance because I think they screwed him before or abandoned him, at least from his perspective, is what I remember. But in recent years he sided with. That's why Gilneas was cut off, I think, because something I think happened in Alterac Valley. He asked for help, no one helped him because I think they didn't have enough soldiers or something. So they said, "Sorry, we can't help you." And then I think is like he became resentful, something along those lines, I think. And someone could correct me and put me on blast because I'm wrong, and that's okay because I'd love to learn. But I think that's why Gilneas was abandoned from the Alliance for a long time, and then in Cataclysm, I guess when everything got destroyed. Gen just came back. He's like, it sucks to have everything you once loved destroyed, doesn't it? And they're like, okay, you're right. You can join us again. I don't think that's how it actually happened, but I think his whole thing was, I think before the Worgen, I thought Gilneas was under attack or something like that, and he asked for help from the Alliance. And they're like, we're spread too thin. We can't help you. It's not that we don't want to help you. It's just, or he went to attack something or someone, and he didn't get support from the Alliance, so we cut off from them, and he lived alone. Like not him, but his clan, I guess, his army with all the people that lived in Gilneas, and that's why they were cut off. And we haven't seen them because in Cataclysm, in Classic, if you go to Silverpine Forest, the wall is there. Like Gilneas is, it may even be a zone, but you can't get to it because like the door is like broken, sort of like a Hyjal. But I think they maybe intended for it to be a place because it was always sort of in lore. But I'm glad he's in because he's a neat character. And Lillian Voss, like you want to talk about character development, Lillian Voss's character is awesome. I'm not a super lore nerd where I remember everything, but I remember a bit about Lillian Voss where she was not undead. She was a human. I think she was killed. She struggled with her undead identity because she missed her previous life. I think she was resentful that she was turned. And I think she was one of the first undead to break free from like the Lich King's hold or whatever. And her whole thing is like freedom of choice, freedom to make your own decisions. Yeah, if I remember correctly, again, like I'm gonna get probably put on blast for being wrong, but that was what I remember with her. Is her whole thing is that she it's all about like I guess freedom. Like if you're unfortunate enough to be turned undead, at the very least you should choose how you want to live your new life. And I thought that was a little bit deep for like a video game where you're barely talk to her. There's an offensive occurring in Gilneas. I just working with the Alliance. I love it. I'm a big fan of working with the Alliance. Unfortunately, the Scarlet Crusade has taken up residence in the city. The Scarlet Crusade. Good lord. I love Scarlet Crusade. It reminds me of OG WoW. I just haven't seen them in a bit. I think the last time that I remember, other than like a few like events and stuff that happened, that they were relevant, unless someone corrects me again, I thought was maybe like Wrath of the Lich King. Unless they came back, but I know like they brought back the old Scarlet Monastery and stuff, but the Scarlet Crusade is awesome. They got a lot of awesome lore. So it's cool to bring them back again. I hope they become like a standard thing again. That'd be sick. We wish to provide assistance in purging the Scarlets, the Scarlets, and return the Gilneans land to them, I see. Join this operation. I should have done this on my Worgen. I do have a Worgen Druid, but it's okay. Nolly's like my main, so. See? Yeah, they will be. He's a great character. Again, I love him. I think he lost his son. I think that's why he's resentful. I think his son died. Where did they just... Oh, I thought they just disappeared. I know when the game started, it was like Horde versus Alliance, but I like when we work together. Give us common enemies. I like all the races. They're all cool. Both sides have cool characters. I don't need this fighting Mishigas between us. Let us all get along. Plan is that the Forsaken army will act as a distraction while the small team sneaks in, opens the gates for the Gilnean army. Maybe I'm crazy, but I just... Okay, we'll watch this really quick and I'll talk. They're like religious zealots. Okay, here we go. Well, you don't have to skip the conversation. Let's see what they have to say. What's your plan? Really quick, before we start, what I wanted to say is, how sick would it be if we open the doors for them and these werewolves just come in with such a resentment that they lost their land, and they just go just berserk, just rabid, just shredding it, not even using like guns or swords, just their claws, and just jumping on everything like a rabid animal. I sincerely hope that is what happens, because they're Worgen. We know they're Worgen. We know they're also human, and they battle between the two. But I just want to see that feral aggression for when they take back their land. I think that'd be sick. I think a big part of the Worgen race, I think, is that they lean into the classiness, and they were like sophists. They were sophists or whatever before. They were the elites before, I guess, they became Worgen. But like lean into the like the feral Worgen part a little bit, especially when you're defending your land or taking it back. I'd like to see that. I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen. See? True. We'll lead the Forsaken army in a distracting assault to the north. Yeah, well, it's good that I played Forsaken. I guess it sort of aligns with the whole quest. I'd like you to meet up with Lillian and me in the city. There's a secret tunnel that will give us access to the south. From there, we can open the south gate and let our forces in while the Scarlets are distracted with Kalia's troops. There's a group of Scarlet Crusade currently skulking about the entrance to that secret tunnel. Care to take them out? Let's nuke duke them. Scouts report the Scarlet Crusade been encouraged to tamper with the graves of my people. Too many Gilneans gave their lives defending this land. I will not let their sacrifice be defiled in this manner. Take out the leader, send them a message, or they won't soon forget. What does that mean? A message that they won't soon forget? Does that mean like Skinner and Hanger for everyone else to see? Is that too Resident Evil? Is that too... Regular mount, not using our other mount. Stupid dragon riding. 7th Legion stands ready to assist. Okay. Just nuke them. Nuke them in the duker. Okay. Let's just pull a bunch. They don't hit very hard. And then we pop coolies. popping Burning Rush. No wonder I'm hurting myself. Silly. See how fast they all die as soon as you pop cooldown? It's like crazy. You never have to worry about Warlocks. It's wild. So damn strong, it's out of control. What's hurting me? What am I taking damage from? That's insane. Wow, look at that. Guess we need... It seems like Burning Rush was still on at that point. It's very strange. Unless I was probably standing at something. But anyways, Health Stones. With Health Stones, and I always forget to use Health Stones and Soul Stones. That's what we'll do. And Instant Summon. And nuke 'em. There we go. Lots to loot there as well. That guy's got one of those cat raptures. I didn't know that was actually a pet. That's neat. I thought that was just the druid form. That's really cool. That's funny. You dropped a silk bandage. Okay, no loot. Oh, just dropping silk cloth. Wow. And guy's just up here. She's up there. I see her. Gotcha. Okay. Red Missive. Our base here is established as quickly as possible. The undead may have vacated the region, but if they return, we must be prepared. Okay, burial may not be enough to purge the curse from this land. The remains of those slain must be cleansed. Should you come across any of the living monstrosities, do the same. Fairbell. Is that who I just killed? There he is as a Worgen. At the end of the tunnel, once you arrive, 3 will open the south gate from the inside and let our forces into the city. Head through the tunnel, take the torch that was infested with vermin. I remember doing this quest. Yeah, you do this quest when you leave the Worgen place. It's an underground tunnel, I remember that. And I think you also have the torch because all the rats, if I remember correctly. It's very fun. Yeah, it scares them. It's very fun. Love the jokes. See, there's her backstory. She was Scarlet Crusade. Right. Right. That's what it is. She was Scarlet Crusade, and then she became undead, which is what she fought against her whole life. And she realized the undead are not as bad as she once thought. That's great character development. Opening the gate is all well and good, but we'll need to clear a way for our forces to advance first. Our scouts reported that the Crusade has explosives. They've stashed them in the area. Looks like they're filled the city. The most experienced forces. Don't worry, I have plenty of experience taking them down personally. Kill 12 of them. Got it. Sign Lily to strike against the target. The shadow stuns an enemy, rendering unable to move or attack for 6 seconds. Cause the enemy to take 20% increased damage. Yeah, don't need help, but okay, it's fun to see her at least. Other elites. Neato! Not that strong though. guess people are helping me do it. That's nice. Where is this guy? I can't see him. There he is. Alright, let's stun him. It's nice this hunter is helping me. That's really cool. Look at that. Nice Pandaren being a cool dude. I'm shocked they made them elites. It's interesting design choice. These guys seem they have an unnecessary amount of health just so you can use Lillian, which whatever I guess, but they just seem like padded, if that makes sense. Like, that's crazy. They killed my demon? Jesus Louise, man. Okay, kill the guy that's low first. This is crazy. This is insane. This is way too... This is unnecessarily overpowered. And the reason why I say that is like like padding their health like this and giving them this much damage doesn't really add to the fun factor. It just seems a little, just draws it out a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess my logic is, and like this is where I think Blizzard struggles a little bit. Like, does this make the experience better? If anyone's watching this and you think it does, I'd love to know why. And I'm not asking that in a facetious way. I would like to know what about this experience is improved, I guess, because they hit so hard and they have just an insane health pool. I don't know. It's not like you have to like avoid, because they even give you something to help kill them, to make it easier. So instead of just having that, why not just make them easier to kill? Who knows, man? Taking a very long time to generate a soul shard. Holy moly. You have to kill way more than 12 to get one of these freaking boxes. Way more. Is that guy gonna steal it from me or can I pick it up too? Good. Okay. Well, it's certainly one quest done. Now let's spend the next half an hour killing 100 more enemies because the boxes are so spread out. And they're probably going to respawn on top of us soon, I imagine, but who knows. I don't see the boxes respawning, which I didn't think they would. Just a lot of enemies, man. You're going to have to go through just to get 1 or 2 boxes. Like, way over 12. Why don't they just make the quest more than just having to kill 12? Because... Oh, it's back there. Like, why not just make it like 30? Because you're probably going to have to kill 30 to get 8 boxes anyways. So I don't know what the point of just making it 12 was. Alright. Fly here? I think that dude just flew. Interesting. I could have probably done this on my druid, and I bet I could just fly around picking up the boxes. That would have been funny. Whoa, buddy! Holy moly! Pulled half the Scarlet Crusade. Maybe I'm also weak and I just suck. That's probably a possibility as well. What's crazy is this Warlock was my main forever, and I started enjoying my Druid a lot recently. And my Druid is like 460 now, I think, or a little bit higher even. I still have a Volt. I haven't gotten my Volt yet. I forgot about that. So I probably have a nice reward in there. But my Druid is actually a little bit higher now than my Warlock, which is insane because my Warlock has always been my main, but I don't seem to struggle. I bet I wouldn't struggle as much on my Druid. I think we've had enough fun. Oh, lots of fun. The Scarlet Station near the city's chapel. Most elite of the forces. How much more elite could they be? These guys were already elites. Time to bring true might of Gilneas. Take our city back. Let's get that gate open, baby. Oh, cinematic. Let's do it. Please come running in like Rabid Worgen, for the love of God. Was there one Worgen there? I saw gnomes, I saw humans. What in the world is going on? I wanted a bunch of Worgen running on their fours, like tearing things apart. The chapel seems to be their base, and it is well designed. They've set up multiple defenses throughout the courtyard. The troops would have an easier time sieging if they get some of them out of the way. Well, obviously. Most powerful members of the Scarlet Crusade will be defending the nest of their leader. Yeah, obviously, that makes sense. Nothing like little distraction to take an enemy down swiftly. Taylor swiftly. Let's just fly past all this Michigas. And people are already fighting, huh? Scarlet Champion. It's fun to reference to the boss in Scarlet Monastery. Library, I think. The Houndmaster. That's a lot of fun. That was a fun. I mean, Scarlet Monastery is one of the best dungeons in my opinion. All four wings in like the classic era were so much fun. They felt so epic. It was such a cool design. See, yeah, this guy's fighting is neat. I definitely should have made a coffee. Oh, I'm asleep here. Okay, there's a lot of guys here. Like, this health padding is insane. That'd be number 8. Okay. Let's blow up another one. There's one here, there's one there. Okay. There's one here. That'll be 12. Oh, we got all the bombs? Okay, now we just gotta kill the Scarlet Crusade guys. Okay, so we'll pull you, we'll get credit for you. And then that should be 12. And that should be it, boys. The loot table is very strange. It's like it never got updated because it's dropping silk and stuff. Unless maybe there's intention behind it, but I don't think so. Cool. I wonder what we get for this. The leader of the Scarlet Crusade that currently controls Gilneas. This probably won't be the last we see of the Crusade. That's cool. I hope it's not. The Crusade's cool. Neato. Let's do it. Let's fight Holy with demons, because that seems the most appropriate, I would say. Let's throw the whole kitchen sink at this kook. The Tyrant. Hit her with that. Hit her with the stun. Stun her again. Just step out of it. She got nuked. She got riggedy wrecked. Fun. Ooh. That felt uncalled for. Yeah, who cares? Just nuke her in the duker. Almost dead. I think my other trinket is actually probably a better trinket even. Yay. We did it, it's over. The way she says that, like, we did it. It's over. As if she didn't think we were going to do this. Meaning she sent us on a suicide mission. That's what that sounds like, the way she said that. She had no intention of us ever actually doing this. That's what that sounded like, the way she said that. Now Gen will be like, I was wrong. I should have trusted the undead. They're really cool. They have cool parties. I like their fast cars. You'll see. Now we'll come around. We should side with the undead, but not in looking for group. We can side with them when we do Mythic Pluses. They can join our guilds, but not in looking for group. We don't trust them that much. Nice. What is this? Acquires suit of Gilnean nobles. A transmog set. That's a pretty sick mount. I didn't know about that. Sweet. It's like an albino wolf. That's awesome, dude. Much has changed since we have to leave the city. Both landed. It's probably not going to fly, though, but that's fine. Oh, cinematic. Let's go. The Gilnean flag rises once again. It's crazy, even like the pinks of his eye. It's the attention to detail is great. That dude that was sitting there listening to Kalia and that other Worgen speak, he was just disassociating. He was not with it. I don't know if he's having a panic attack or what, but he is not paying attention to that conversation. Very sweet. I always like a little bit of heart. Well done. That's wrapped it up in a nice pretty little bow. Look at that. Nice cinematic shot to zoom out. What is that? Very cool. And there we are. And let's check out this suit, this ensemble Gilnean noble suit. Oh, that's silly looking. I love the hat. That's fun. Nice. I like it. I'll take it. I bet that would look great on a gnome. I bet that would look great on a gnome. I hope these efforts have led to understanding of the plights of both Gilnean and the Forsaken. Let us meet with Lillian. I wonder if I do this again on a Worgen, if you can stay for the celebration, because that would make sense, but I wonder if for all of them it's just, I have a private event, can I ask citizens to stay away from it? Interesting. It's in Silverpine? Yep. Is there anything here? Nothing. I know my friend told me about you can get a pair of glasses or something. I thought in the sewers or something. I don't think I missed it yet though. Is that the entrance to the sewers? Nope, just looks like something. Well, maybe I could just Google it, but I thought why not see if we could find it first. At least I don't have to worry about breath because I'm undead and a warlock. Warlocks could, have a breath of undying or whatever, but undead just don't breathe underwater, or at all rather, so. Nope, nothing here? Nope. I'm sure I could find it. You can Google how to get into the sewers. Okay. Alright. Let's quickly check her out, shall we? Gilnea's glasses. Can be fished up in the water of Gilneas. There's a transmog glasses that can be. So there's loads. I was able to fish them up in about 5 casts. So you just fish them. I see. You just fish, and they just pop up. Is it just right here? Let's see. Let's see what people say while I fish. Random canal in the city. Okay. I'm at about 100 casts so far without any luck. Takes about 20 minutes. Wow. Classic fishing skill up from 71 to nothing. Screenshot. Wily Blackmouth, that's sick. 62 casts. Well, maybe this is something we don't do on stream because this is probably bad to watch, so I just wanted to make sure. Just see what Reddit says really quick while I'm fishing. 119 casts. Wow, okay. Okay, so we'll try one more and then we'll call it for now. I'll do this off stream because that's not good. That's bad. It's not very entertaining. No luck. Okay, let's learn this mount really quick because this is a cool one. Very neat. Look at that, a pretty white wolf, or a fox rather. Look at his cool little red eyes. His pretty little, and he runs. How fun. One more cast. One more cast. And then we're out. Rowdy like an R8. Okay, one more cast. Watch this be it. And if not, we'll like maybe run a mythic after we hand this in. Okay, no luck, no luck. We'll do this later, boys. Okay. That was pretty cool. I like that better than the orc thing. The orc thing was not bad either, but this just felt a little bit more epic. I mean, if the health padding on the Scarlet Crusade guys wasn't ideal, but the story was neat. Sort of wrapped it up in a nice bow. Sort of tells you where it finishes the Gilneas storyline, or at least it wraps up what we knew of them so far, and it closes it off. So like they have their home back. Genn is finally at peace, or at least you know that he'll be at peace in time. Like he said, like, time heals all wounds, paraphrasing. But at least it allows us to open up new storylines for him that doesn't, without having to dig up, like, all this old lore that people probably don't know about. I think that's neat, because what WoW likes to do a lot, which is what like comic books do, is like they retcon stuff. They're like, yeah, I know this happened, but that was like Universe 1. And we're in Universe 3 now, so none of that stuff applied because that was like the Sylvanas from Universe 1. This is like the different Sylvanas, or she was tricked. They tricked her, so that's why she did things that were way out of character. And I'm hoping that will come to an end now that Chris Metzen's back, because you spend so much time investing in the characters and doing raids, doing quests, and you are excited to see how these characters are going to play out, and then they just make a sharp like turn that doesn't really make any sense for what the characters were saying before or doing before. Their motivations change so drastically. You're like, this is strange. Like, why is Sylvanas a bad guy suddenly? She had this whole redemption arc, and all of a sudden she's a bad guy again. So I think that left people with a bit of a bad taste in their mouth. But this, I'm hoping, is a sign of good things to come. That they're trying to direct the lore in a way that finishes up the storylines that didn't make sense. Then we can start fresh with new storylines with the same characters that we once loved, and have a more cohesive story that makes sense. And Metzen like crushed it, right? Like before he left, the story was brilliant. So I'm hoping that he's going to breathe life into WoW again, and I'm hopeful for the future. Very fun, very very fun. All right, let's do a very quick. Oh, she's talking still. Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Wrapped it up in a nice little undead bow. Alright. Let's electric boogaloo out of here. I guess we could hearth. Is there anything around here though we could do? Don't think so. You know what? While we're actually on this side, I could like, I'm gonna go to Karazhan. I could go back to Orgrimmar and port to Blasted Lands because it's closer, but with the dragon riding is so damn fast, it'll take a hop, skip, and a jump, so. You just sort of autopilot fly, it's funny. Until you fall out of the sky and die. But my one gripe about dragon riding is it sort of kills the zones. You're moving so fast. There's actually a book that I always loved by Ray Bradbury, if any of you guys are readers, called Fahrenheit 541. And the book is essentially about It's science fiction, but it's like a metaphor for. It's a book where people called firemen. It's a dystopian society where these people called firemen burn books. Books are illegal. Knowledge is illegal, and everything's about pleasure. Everybody just watches TV. When you're driving to work, the cars go so fast that everything is a blur. If you look out your window, you can't see what's there, and you just see these shades of green and red blurring as you're driving by. And spoiler alert for the book, the shades of green and red that are blurred are roses, and that's to show, and beautiful roses. But you don't know that because the cars are moving so fast, because it's not about stopping and smelling the roses. They don't want you to stop and smell the roses and appreciate the intricacies of life. That's why the cars are so fast paced, because if you don't know what's out there, you don't know what you're missing, it just keeps you like obedient. And it's a brilliant book. But ironically, I feel that dragon riding is sort of like, I don't think that WoW has the intention that the characters in Fahrenheit 541 did, but ironically, I just think there's a bit of a parallel where the dragon riding is so freaking fast that you can't stop and smell the roses, which are the beautiful zones. When you're grounded, I know people complain when you can't fly. And you gotta have flying, and I get that, because once you open Pandora's box, you can't close it again. And when we introduced flying in Burning Crusade, it was revolutionary, it was super fun, and I do enjoy it, but it did kill the zones a bit, because everybody just flies as high as you can, and they just autopilot and fly right to the zone. And you forget like how dangerous the zones are, how cool the zones are. But dragon riding took that to the extreme. It's out of control how fast you move with dragon riding. Like, the zones don't exist anymore. It's just quest A to quest B to quest C to quest D. There's no need to even recognize any of the zones. Maybe you hit a tree once in a while, but when I do dragon riding in Dragon Isles, I fly so damn high that I don't even know, like, I don't even care about the zones. Let's see if we get it. Nope, darn. So, that's why I try to use manual mounts. Maybe on stream it's not so entertaining, but I get to enjoy the zones a little bit more. Sometimes I even use ground mounts, just so I could get that World of Warcraft feel. Like, I love the exploration of the zones. I love that it feels larger than life. Some zones feel dangerous, and my favorite thing is, I love the transition. I love when you transition from the Badlands into like Burning Steppes. You're like, it looks so much more dangerous. Everything's dead. There's lava. When you play Classic, and you make a gnome or a dwarf, and you want to go to Stormwind, and you have to travel through wetlands, and you're level like 6 or whatever you are. Like, in here, right here, this is Red Ridge frickin' Mountains, which is like a very low level Alliance zone, and you can walk right through these gates, which I've done by accident, into here, and you see these scary imps, and they're level like 50 something in Classic, and you're like, holy crap, what is this, the gates of hell? It's crazy. It's like so frightening, and you get one shot. And when you're running through, my point was, when you're running through the wetlands and you're getting chased by crocodiles and raptures, and they're question mark, you don't even know what level they are, and the oozes are chasing you, and those disgusting pink spiders, the world felt dangerous, and that offered excitement. It offered like this feeling of exploration, which I feel like is a little bit dead now, because you just go so damn fast. I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority. I feel like I'm in the minority because, you know, everybody's got the ADD TikTok brain now, and they gotta get there, can't get there fast enough. I get it, but I mean, I think what made WoW so special, especially in Classic, is you don't have a choice. It forces you to slow down. It's like chill, it's gonna take a while to get there, so you may as well enjoy the scenery. And I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, so we are going to do this also, so we could probably film this for a YouTube video. So we're gonna do some Karazhan, because I think you can get a few demon forms in here, but I think I actually need. There's a prerequisite, actually. Now that I think about it, I think there might be a staff that I need to have equipped it in order to get it. So let's take a quick look. So I'm just quickly Googling it on my phone because I think, you know, I think I might need one of those, the staff from Black Temple equipped it in order to do this. But let's see. So one of the imps drops from Winter Spring. One of them you can buy in Legion Dalaran. One is from Dire Maul, drops from a boss, very cool. And Wowhead is lagging. What else is new? The Deathmatch Arena, okay. One of the world bosses drops one. You can buy one Dreadscar Rift for 15,000 gold. That is expensive for Imp. Chance of dropping from Terestian Ilhoof. Okay, so he just drops off. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. So I don't think you have to do anything, so that's cool. Okay. Voidwalker customizations, nothing. Voidseeker, nothing. Void Lord. The Succubi, got that one. The Incubus. It's the Fell, I know it's the Fell, I think it's the Fell Hunters that you need one of the things for. Fell Hunter customization, drops in Time Rifts. That one drops off the Fellhounds of Sargeras, which we can, that'll be a cool video as well. So here are the Dreadhounds. Here we go. Defeat Portal Keeper in Antorus the Burning Throne while wearing a staff transmogged. So that's it. So we just kill Testarian Ilhoof or whatever the heck his name is. Very cool, boys. Okay, there's two separate Fell Hunters we can get in here, so that'll be very neat. One in the new Karazhan, one in the old Karazhan. So we'll hop in here really quick. And I'm gonna quickly bio because I have to pee because I've drinking a lot of water, and then we'll unlock one of the. We'll show you guys how to get it. It'll be fun. Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Let's get the bag. Very fun. All right, this is God, Karazhan's a long one, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end. So I already have this mount, but I think you gotta clear them all anyways. I don't think you have a choice, unfortunately. Actually, God, you know, I don't know what the audio sounds like. I guess I'm gonna have to watch it after. My friend will yell at me, be like, "Ah, your audio stinks. You still gotta fix it." So we're just gonna make sure the gain's turned down all the way. I think it is. I don't think it's turned up. I hope it's not. Whoops, didn't mean to pop that. Thankfully, we don't have to worry. Man, Karazhan, like I'm dating myself here, but it was so much fun to run. It's like my favorite dungeon. I would have cried if the mount dropped because my beautiful fiance doesn't have one, and if it dropped and I was here alone and I can't even use it, that would have been tragic. But Karazhan is such a brilliant dungeon. The design is so unique, especially for the time it came out. It felt so epic and larger than life, and I don't know. I just like. Not that the new dungeons aren't great, but I think sometimes there's There's a beauty in subtlety. And when you're fighting world eaters, you're fighting like Cthulhu every time. You know, you're saving the whole world instead of just raiding a haunted house. It sort of loses the epicness, because every time you fight a raid boss, you're saving the whole planet. I think if you tone it down sometimes, and sometimes it's just like, this is a corrupted castle. Just the king went mad, and he's slowly killing his, like Berserk. I'm recently reading Berserk. And in Berserk, the music's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down. Sorry, guys. In Berserk, there's a mad king, and the king is like eating his own subjects and eating his own people and killing them. And I think a storyline like that, like, you know, the king went crazy. Just try to save the people that are in the prison from the crazy king. And there's a few of his royal subjects that are like mini bosses along the way, and he's the final boss. It's like simple enough storyline that it feels epic. You feel like you're raiding a castle. You feel like you're saving innocent civilians. But it's still, it has an epic feel. It has that raid feel, but it's not like the strongest thing in all of Azeroth. You need to destroy, in every expansion, there's the strongest thing of all of Azeroth. You need to save the whole planet, like you're the Avengers every time. Maybe I'm in the minority with that opinion, but if you have to save the planet every expansion, by like the fourth time, you're like, all right, I get it. Like, we're heroes, I get it. I think sometimes being a small fish in a very large ocean makes the world feel a little bit larger. I don't need to be Mr. Importance every time I do a raid or a dungeon, and I think Karazhan crushed that for that reason. It wasn't like, you know, Karazhan wasn't what was, at least to my understanding of the lore, it wasn't like, if you do not do Karazhan, the whole world is going to fall apart. It was sort of like an isolated event. Yeah, Black Temple felt a little bit more epic. But even some of the other dungeons, like Serpent Shrine Caverns, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, or Grohl's Lair, they felt isolated in the sense that, like, if you didn't raid it, it sucks for the people that live there. You're helping the people that live there, but, like, it's not like the whole world's relying on you. I don't know. Same with like Kelthus Sunstrider, same thing. And I almost prefer that because, like I said, it's just, I don't know. If you have to save the world every single time you kill a raid boss, it sort of loses the value of like, oh, this is so epic, we're saving the world. And I think that was partially the downfall of some of the success of Marvel. Not that Marvel's not still successful, but I think there's certainly been a drop in interest. And I think it's because in the comics, a lot of the time, every single battle was not like a battle for the entire Earth. Sometimes they were just stories of gangsters. And, you know, you're saving like a little girl that was kidnapped. You know, Captain America, like, or I'm more thinking Batman. I don't really read Marvel, but, you know, some of the Batman stories, like, just like catching a jewel thief. Who's this person going around Gotham just killing people? Who's this one killer? You know, Batman's not saving the whole city. The Joker's not always poisoning the entire city. In The Dark Knight, like, that happens, and it feels epic and grand, but I don't know. I sort of like that. I think that's okay. I think people would be okay with not always having to be the main character of the whole World of Warcraft every time. And I'm hoping that as time moves forward, they'll recognize that and tone it down a little bit. Maybe at the end of the X-Pack, maybe at the end we get to save the whole world. But leading up to it, it's just smaller storylines, smaller plot lines. You make connections with small villages, small people, small groups. It makes it feel larger than life, a little more real. But again, maybe that's just my crappy opinion. Yeah, like the whole jailer thing was like a little over the top for me, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Shadowlands. You know which expansion I liked best, and I think maybe I'm in the minority here, but I liked Mists of Pandaria because it felt slow. The Shaw was fun, like how Shaws were like manifestations of emotions. Anger would take you over so much that it would literally manifest into like a spirit. That was really cool. But just like learning about the farmers, helping the farmers fix their farms, you know, fighting like rabbits that were eating their crops. I don't know. It felt great. It felt cool. It was a little bit of a slower pace, and the Pandaren kept saying like, "Slow down, life is to be savored," and I agree with that. I think they really nailed it with that expansion. I don't know how people feel about it, but I liked it. I liked the slow pace of it. Thought it was neat. On with the show and off with their heads. Well, I don't need to do chess, because I think the Fell Hunter, I don't even know if it has a 100% chance to drop. I think it just drops off Testarian Ilhoof, or whatever his name is. Wizard of Oz. But, we could try chess. We could try to clear the whole thing just to see, but chess I usually struggle with. It's a bit tough with one person, but we'll try our best. I never recognize the voice. It sounds like, it does sound like the Cowardly Lion. It's a fun voice. The voice acting is fun in here. The music in Karazhan is great. What is this? Say out close. I didn't know that existed. Very neat. That's a cool hat. I like that hat. Very cool. That's... I learned something. I love how they put like stuff like this back in the game. I'm sure they told people. I'm sure people know you read it on Wowhead, but I didn't. So that was a nice little surprise. Now let's boogaloo to the other half of Karazhan. It's crazy that I'm pulling these guys when they're like level, like, what are they? Like 30? That's nuts, dude. I thought I could run past him, but I guess not. Man, that music, it's just such a cat jam. After this run, we'll do the other Karazhan very quick, and then I'll like chop this footage up for YouTube. But then we'll I think I may call it, because I'm gonna have to make dinner and then meet the fiance tonight. She ends up working late, so that's why I'm streaming so much earlier. Normally I'd maybe stream a little bit later, but then maybe tonight, depending. Look at that. That's nuts. So this guy, my floating head here, who is a Legion artifact weapon for demonology, is talking about the lore of Karazhan, because I guess he was a demon that was in here. That's a nice little Easter egg. Isn't that fun? I wonder what other dungeon. I wonder if I take him to Black Temple, if he'll say something as well. That's fascinating. Wow. I love little Easter eggs like that. It's really cool. But maybe I'll hop on again tonight just to stream a little bit, depending on how the night goes when I come back, which would be around maybe a little after 9 Eastern time. So I don't know if anyone's watching where they would be watching from, but it's worth noting. If I do, that's when I would be back. Okay, so I mean, like, look. This is so fun. The teardrops in here. It's a sick warlock set too. I think tier 4 is one of the best sets for all the classes. But at least if anyone watches this VOD later, they'll be able to see how to get two very neat warlock skins for their demons. Because I don't see a lot of them in the wild. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I've been putting it off, and partially I've been putting it off because I'm wanting to stream for a while. And I said, hey, like, I think this would be really neat to do on stream. Darn. It's not warlock tier that dropped, but that's why I recommend, if you're going to do this with friends, because I think they'll also get loot. I think the Leech get loot. So if, like, I get this and I'm running with my fiance, I could have traded her the Druid tier, which is a sick set, by the way. Love it for Druids. But then maybe she would have gotten a different set, and maybe you could swap it to your friends, because I know you could trade armor and stuff. Unless I'm incorrect, someone can correct me, that maybe the same amount of loot drops for everyone. But I think like when I run Siege of Orgrimmar and stuff, we all got our own loot tables. And it was legacy loot, so it's stuff that's not necessarily for you, but, you know, we all looted our own loot table of Garrosh. So there were 4 separate chances at the mount, and I already had the mount. So if it would have dropped for me again, I could have traded it to someone. So that's why I say maybe run it with your friends. And I'll be honest with you, I would have guessed that here in this library is where you could have maybe gotten something for your warlock. Not Ilhoof, but there you go. Fooled me. Alright, so he's coming up. And that's who can potentially drop it. And it doesn't even show it on his loot table. Isn't that interesting? Or unless I go to all classes, does it show it? Don't believe it does. When I used to do this, see how they get really big and explode? I used to do this on a, I had a Blood Elf Rogue. And when I ran this, Karazhan, I was in charge of kidney shotting them right before they exploded because it did a lot of damage. And if you kidney shotted them before they exploded, I think it would prevent the explosion. And I must have been, maybe I was 13 or 14 at the time, and it felt so epic that like I was playing with a lot of people older than me. They're like, we trust you to prevent us from all taking a serious amount of damage. Now this bookshelf is where he is. Behind this bookshelf, it's a door. And there he is. So yeah, just like, well, that's what I always loved about it. I don't raid as much anymore, but I probably should because I always loved the community feel of the game. Coming together collectively to unlock a greater goal, which is defeating raid bosses, getting armor, stuff like that. And it feels good to do with your friends, and you gain relationships, and you struggle together, and then when you finally get it, it feels so good, and everybody celebrates. You help your guildie get like legendaries, and he feels stronger now, and he's a better raider, and he gets all you guys more gear now because he's stronger. Stuff like that is fun. Okay, drum roll. Let's hope he drops it. Otherwise, we're running this again next week. Or I have another warlock, but, you know. Drum roll. And here we go. No luck. It does just drop off him. Right, we're going to just check to make sure on my phone because I think it says you just got to kill him. That's what I believe it says. And, yep, chance to drop. Right, hold on. Time Rift boss. Hold on a sec here. Does he not drop one? I swear I just saw. That's the Portal Keeper. That's the bookshelf for the new Karazhan. I know I saw his name here though. Very strange. Well, I thought he dropped something, but I don't see it here now anymore. I know I saw him a second ago. It probably is here. I just don't see it. But anyways, let's go do the other Karazhan because that's where the second one can drop. I think that is guaranteed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go kill the guaranteed one now. At least we can make a video about that because that's a guaranteed thing. I don't really have an interest to run the rest of Karazhan. I could. There's some decent Mog in here, but I mean, I've run it so many times, I probably have a lot of it. I have the pets, stuff like that, so it'd probably actually be faster if I kill myself, because then I could just take the res sickness. It's 1 minute. Hopefully this will kill me. Oh, thank God. And oh no! Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Whew. And will this take us out the side entrance, or will this take us out the front entrance, which is fine. Then you just go to the side entrance. Oh, takes us out the side entrance. There you go. So we're gonna show it on the map just so people can see where the entrance is for the YouTube video, because I'm gonna be turning this into a YouTube video once the live stream ends. So we're at the side entrance of Karazhan. When you go into the side entrance of Karazhan now, it will be the new Karazhan. Even though we exited the old Karazhan, this is the only entrance to the new Karazhan. You can tell because the loading screen is different. I actually think I made it as soon as it says a strange chill of a dark presence winds through the air. That sets a timer where you could then you can get Nightbane mount, but you're on a timer started. The timer is already started. I think you have 8 minutes to go kill Opera and then click the first crystal. And if you click the first crystal, it gives you 5 or 10 minutes to kill the second crystal, which is like near the maiden. And then you can click the third crystal, which is by Morose. The fourth crystal is by the spiders near the entrance of the original Karazhan. And I think I made a video about that. But eventually, I mean, it's easy to do. You find all the crystals, you click them, you have a 10-minute buff after you click all the crystals to run all the way back to the entrance. And then you summon Nightbane. And he has a 20-ish% chance, I think, to drop the mount. I think if you run it with 5 people total, I think it's 100% chance. I think it's 20% per person. So, I mean, if that's something you're interested in, it's fairly easy to do. If you run it with your friends, you guys can fight over the mount. Or you could just say, like, look, whoever gets it, just keep coming with me, and then we'll just keep trading it to whoever doesn't have it. That's always a way to do it as well. But I'm just going to make sure while we're running to Opera that nothing is actually needed in order to get this. Located by a bookshelf on the 2nd floor of the library in Legion Karazhan after killing the Mana Devourer. So we cannot get to the top shelf, or the top floor where the Mana Devourer is, until we clear the other bosses, I believe. And a word for anyone that's watching. If you get Tony, which I don't think we will, it looks like, because this guy's here. Yeah, we're going to see. Let's see. Okay, it's the crone. It's the crone. That's why it's the monkey. So the monkey doesn't always jump down, from my understanding. And if the monkey doesn't jump down and the guy's actually talking, you could get Tony, which is West Side Story, because there's 3 options. Every week, it's a different one, and I think it rotates. Beauty and the Beast, West Side Story, Wizard of Oz. If you get West Side Story, it's very bugged. Before, you'd had to kill him slow, otherwise the fight would bug. Now, something happened where it's even more bugged, where you have to kill him very fast. If you don't kill him super fast, it bugs, and you're stuck in the dungeon, and you have to, like, hearth out to reset it. So, thankfully, we're lucky this week. It's not that fight. But if you get the fight where it's Tony and the Murloc, you need to, like, one-shot Tony. You need to hit him with a Chaos Bolt, pop your trinkets, because if you don't kill him fast enough, it bugs. I hope they fix it, but it's been a few weeks. I lied. It's been over a year, I think. And it's still not fixed. So just, I think next week, it's going to be Tony again. Because this week, it's Wizard of Oz. The week before, it was something else. So, next week, I think it's going to be Tony. And I'll stream. I'll stream next week and come here just to show you guys how to bypass the bug. Because people figured it out. Not Blizzard, they didn't figure it out. Players, which are incredibly smart, figured it out. And they said if you can nuke them fast enough, it, like, bypasses the bug really quick. The rest of the dungeon is fine. It's just that one fight that seems bugged for whatever reason. And ironically, usually it bugs when you kill stuff too fast. But, nice! I always wanted this! I always wanted this transmog, and it dropped! Yo, look at that, boys. How sick is that? Ugh, it's so Warlock. So Warlock. Because I think there's other, hats. See? There's other hats. That's the one I just got. Hold on. I think it's Sister. I need to type in Sister. There they are. So these hats are the hats from Halloween, which you can get during the Halloween event. But they weren't this color. It's a little bit different, as you can see. Slightly different shade of color. This one's got a little bit of a purple kind of hue to it, so I always wanted that. The black is cool, the green is cool, the red is cool, but the purple just feels a little bit more Warlock. And I'm glad it dropped. It dropped on stream, so yay. Okay. Yeah, I hear ya. So we kill these guys, we run through. Gotta click him, because we gotta hear run away, little girl, run away. Come on, do it. Please, I'm a fan. Here it goes. Gotta do it every time. I love it so much. It's so nostalgic, and it's the DBM thing. Red Riding Hood was always my favorite fight in old Karazhan. It was just when you would hide behind the, you would get turned into the gnome, you would hide behind the trees. It's a lot of fun. I'm so nostalgic for the old times of this game. Not that, like, New WoW's not fun, but Man, they really struck gold with some of these older dungeons. It's unbelievable. Karazhan is brilliant. Black Temple with like Burning Crusade, and maybe it's because by the way, that crystal is a crystal you click if the timer's still up, which it is still up, and I could do, but I think I made a video on that actually. If you're interested, or you can just type in Nightbane Mount. Very easy to get. You could do it on any character. So we're gonna go this way because we have to kill Maiden first. And then we'll jump down, we'll get Morose, we'll get the keys. After you kill Morose, don't just leave, you have to loot his keys, because the keys will allow you to open the door to access the upper levels of Karazhan. Because right now, I have to run the whole thing, because, sorry, the sound effects are distracting me. I can't run to the top, because the door is locked. But after you kill Morose, he drops a set of keys. You loot the keys, and that allows you to unlock the top half of Karazhan. The top half is where you can get to the guy that gives us the Warlock stuff we want. And it's Mana Devourer. This one. But you can't get to him until you kill Morose. So we'll just hop down here now. I'm sorry if I'm moving. If someone's actually watching this and learning how to run this dungeon, I'm sorry I'm moving so fast. If you let me know in like the comments one time, I can do a very slow run where I'll explain how to do this dungeon. So look, you kill him, and if you look right here, the keys. So loot the keys, and it's not like it goes in your bag or anything, but as you can see, bottom left corner, a door unlocks in the distance. That's how you unlock the top part of Karazhan, where the guy we need is for the Warlock form. And instead of running all the way back, I'll show you guys where a portal is. But before we get to the portal, because to get all the way back, you would literally have to, like, you'd go back, you'd go up there, it would take you back up there, you'd run all the way back to Opera, see them dancing in the sky, take back to Opera, back to where the entrance was, all the way up the stairs. But instead of doing that, we're going to go this way really quick. I don't know if we need to kill this boss, but we're going to kill him because just to show you guys that he actually has a chance of dropping a mount. So we're going to quickly run to him. We'll one-shot him, bing, bang, boom. Loot him up, no mount. That's okay because we already have it. Alright, they all pull, AoE. Because we are a powerful Warlock, and we do not die for anybody. And we run. The only thing that hurts us is ourselves, because we are so powerful that we hurt ourselves. Okay, so you run in this, which is like really quick. Show you where I went, because I went pretty fast. You turned around, that's where the original entrance would be, but this is like New Karazhan. And right here, there's a side. You run through here. I'm sorry if you have arachnophobia, but you're about to see more spiders than you know what to do with. You're gonna run all the way through, and I always mix it up. I think it takes you to the same place. We're gonna run through this little door. We're gonna keep going. Spider's gonna drop down because we stepped through this thing, or not, or they did anyways. Okay. We're gonna run through this other door. I don't think you can get lost in here. Eventually you're gonna hit a dead end, but if you see there's a portal. And what else is there is one of the crystals. If you remember when I mentioned you click all the different crystals, this is the last crystal that you would want to click, because after you click this crystal, you gotta kill this guy really quick. I'm in combat. After you click this crystal, I'll show you what happens. Just I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but here, watch. So we click this crystal, and I guess I missed the timer, so that's why the buff didn't come up. But a buff would come up, it would say 10 minutes. If I click the first crystal, I would click the second one, it would give me a 20-minute timer to click the third crystal. After I click that one, it would give me like more time to click the next one. But anyways, after you click the crystals, if you're doing the Nightbane thing, this portal would save you time, because you'd have a 10-minute timer where you'd need to get to Nightbane, so it ports you right back to the entrance. You would run right through here, assuming you had the buff, assuming you clicked all the crystals correctly, and right here, because you have a 10-minute buff, you would be able to speak to him, the special boss, and summon Nightbane and have a chance at the mount. Now alternatively, yes, you could, the horse boss I just killed is right down here, so you could go this way as well, except it would require you to backtrack. Because if you remember, the crystal was all the way in the spider room, so you'd have to go to the spider room, run all the way back just to run up here. It's worth just clicking the portal in the spider room because it's a hop, skip, and a jump to get right into this little area. That's why the portal's there. But we're going after the warlock stuff. So we click the portal, it ports us right here. This is where we be, and instead of going right, which is where we went originally to do the first bottom half of the dungeon, we go this way instead. We make a left and go up this broken staircase. And going up this broken staircase, we'll run all the way to Curator. I actually lied. Before we do Nightbane, we would need to kill the Curator because the Curator has the final crystal. I did forget about that, so it's a good thing I wasn't teaching you guys how to do this because I would have forgotten about him. We would have had enough time, but yeah, you got the reason why this door is open is because, and you can go up this way, is because I clicked Moros's keys. If you remember when I got the keys, it said a door opens right here. So. Okay. Running our way to the Curator. What an awesome dungeon, man. It's so much larger than life. It feels so epic. It's sick. And we are almost at the Mana Devourer. Easy for me to say. Drop nothing, but look, there's a crystal. That is the last crystal. You would click that final crystal, and then you would run to the entrance. Then you would run to that door where the guy is to fight Nightbane. So dumb, not thinking. Skip the cinematic. Run through the portal. And now oh right. This is trippy. If nobody has seen the new Karazhan, this is where it gets real fun because this is wild. Everything is like upside down. It's like everything gets topsy-turvy, like an Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, and I love it. When I did this for the first time, man, this was so cool. Feels like an acid trip. Like, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at this. Like, just from look at that. How sick is that, man? I love it. Very creative. You think, like, how could they make Karazhan better? We already had the dungeon. How could it... Like, you can't get any better than it already was. But they gave it a unique twist, and that was sick. And I thought they did a great job with it. We fight Medivh. Is it Medivh? I don't know. Dead. Okay. And the door opens. We go this way now. And we jump down this trippy hole. Ready? Here we go. Watch this. How neat is... How cool is this? Look at that. Like, oh, my sword. That's cool too. Look at that. That's sick. You can see like universes and galaxies and you're just tripping through time. Look at that. So cool. Give me more of this. And now we're like tiny. It's like Alice in Wonderland. Everything is gigantic. Love it. Love it, love it. I'm a big fan of gimmicky stuff like this sometimes. Like, I don't love the dragon riding dungeon, which name I have forgotten. Just because, especially when you do a Mythic Plus, it feels a little bit rushed. And if you're not great at dragon riding, it's a bit tough. And people would kill you if you did not accept the, because I know in the dragon riding dungeon, you can accept a flight path. If you're not good at dragon riding, if you have a disability that doesn't allow you to dragon ride properly, but like that would be a death sentence because it's so damn slow in Mythic Plus. And I don't think it teleports you. I feel like that'd be cheating. Everybody would do that. So you got to dragon ride. So I'm not a, But other than that one, I like gimmicky stuff and WoW. It makes it feel fresh. It's fun. It's exciting. This is neat. How like it's like Alice in Wonderland. You drink a small potion and everything goes giant. But this Mana Devourer here, you're going to kill him. This is the boss we're looking at right here. We're going to kill him, and as soon as we kill him, we're going to turn large again, and we're going to find the book that we want, which gives us the Fell Hunter. So he's dead. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Okay. He's dead. And now we go back to normal size. Now I don't know exactly where it is, but I bet it'll be easy to find. So we'll loot him up. Tomb of Sargeras, or whatever it's called, Blood of Sargeras. And I bet one of these books will be clickable, because it says after you kill him, one of these books on the shelf is clickable. And that should be the Fell Hunter. And I have a feeling, alright, enough of you. Enough with the cinematics. I feel like something, because these are all just painted on, I bet. I could go to Wowhead, yes, but it's fun to explore a little bit. It's the fun of the game for me, at least. Nothing here, nothing here. If it takes too long and it's bad stream, Sealed Tome, that's not it, is it? I don't think that's it. Let's check. Wrath of the Titans. Break a seal of the book, gain your text chance to... No, that's just the stuff that's, okay, that's not it. So let's go up the stairs, see if it's up here. Went up one of these spiral staircases. Holy moly. This is... It's not here. It's not here. Oh, I found a torn page. So on the second floor, so I think they all lead you to the same place. Do you see how all the stairs lead you to the same place? So I guess if you look at all these planets, you'll know which one it is, because this planet, I guess in between the red one and this one, there's a torn page. And I assume this is the Fell Hunter. Unlocks the Voidmaw Fell Hunter pet customization option in the barbershop. It's as simple as that. Awesome. Awesome possum. We did it, boys. Hey, that's sick how the book pops out and everything. Very neat. And that's all there is to it. Anybody can do that. If someone like me can do it, anyone can do it. I guess we may as well finish the dungeon. It's been a minute since I've been here. But I don't think we have to be upstairs. I think it's downstairs. And we go... Goodness, it's been so long. I think it's this way. No, that's where I came from, isn't it? Nope, I lied. That is the right place. I lied. It's the right way. Okay. Shows what... Oh, right, because we fell. There's no way to get back to where we were. We fell. I forgot we fell. Look at this. Again, so cool, man. So cool. We're upside down. But it's like we're in an alternate time, because like these dudes are walking like as if we're not there. This is so Doctor Strange. It's so cool. Oh man, I remember doing this when it was live, and everyone's like, "Okay, let's go, it's a timer." I'm like, "But it's so cool. I want to see it all. I'm in no rush, man." I didn't break the key. I did rush with them, but you know, as we were killing stuff, I'm sort of like peeking at the side of my eye, like what's going on over there. Blessing in disguise right here. There's no chess. That's the best blessing in disguise. Yeah, this build's ready to run through it, yeah. It's the last boss. That's a neat, for a gray item, that looks pretty, pretty neat. I hear you, Khadgar, I hear you. Come on, let's do it, boys. That fiend. Battle that fiend. Mr. Fiendy. I don't know if anyone gets that reference. 100-year-old reference. Man, Legion was such a cool expansion. And this fight was awesome. By the way, I think you can use these guys now as a Fell Hunter. Observers. It's amazing how like you can change the Fell Hunter's look now to so many different things. It's about time. There's the second one. There's a second customization. I totally forgot that dropped. He dropped it twice. I was doing that. I did not realize that, or I forgot. So that's neat. Grimoire, and he drops it twice. That's very strange. But there you go. That was complete. Maybe I knew that at one point. I'm sure I did, but I forgot. I probably even said it on stream, and I already forgot because that's how ADD I am. But that's cool. So that's a bonus. So there you go. Yay. It's a shame there's not another Warlock here with me because 2 of them dropped, but yeah, it's the same one. That's strange, but who cares? I'm happy. Oh, I didn't need to do that. That was, yeah. Well, we can hearth that anyways, we're done. But I think, and I could be wrong, I think that may be a Fell Hunter too, right? Or is it's for Dark Glare? Unlocks for Dark Glare. Okay, that's for Affliction. So if you're Affliction, you can do summon Dark Glare. And Dark Glare is like an eye, but you can make it look like that boss instead. That's neat. Understood. So, you used to be able to have an Observer as a pet, not just a Dark Glare, which is a cooldown. Like, Demonology has a Tyrant, which is a cooldown, and you can make the Tyrant look different, I believe. The Dark Glare is like the Affliction version of the Tyrant. The Destruction has the Infernal, which you can make look different. But in Legion, there was a talent you could spec into that changed your Fell Hunter into a into the Observer, which is like the Dark Glare kind of thing. But I don't know if that's still an option, and if it's only, you can only use it on like a minute or so cooldown basis, which is a shame because the Observer looked really cool. It was a really cool looking pet, and it was cool to have out all the time. That's very strange that that's happening, but okay. Let's see what we got. Let's take a look. So, there is our... Yeah, it's different. See, so that's what you used to be able to have. I bet that drops from Throne of Thunder. That will be something cool to farm next time. Oh, no, I just have it. Never mind. That's neat. Okay, that's cool. So that's a boss in Throne of Thunder, so that's cool. You can have that. So this was the pet. You could have this dude... Ooh, ugly. Look at all these colors. Wow, that's sick. I didn't know there were that many customizations. That's sick. So that's how you do it, boys. That's how you get it. Neat. Wow. But I think it's just a cooldown. But how ugly is this thing? That is so neat. That's crazy. So let's use the white one. I want the white one. Why can't? Oh, it's locked. Oh, so it's just the one color we unlocked. Gotcha. So this is not unlocked yet. So this is definitely from Throne of Thunder. I don't have access to it. I understand. Very cool. Gotcha. Do I have access to it? What are you saying? I do have access to it. So maybe it's a different color? This is the one I guess we just unlocked. I guess this is the one we just unlocked from Karazhan. So very neat. So I guess that's how you get it. Okay, anyways, the one that we were going after, the one that we actually unlocked is this guy. This. I think that's what just dropped off of, I don't know why it's so messed up. Let's leave the barber and do it facing the other way because it's being buggy. I don't know what's going on. It's very strange. So, looking back, I don't know why it's so zoomed in, but that's what we unlocked. It's disgusting, and I love it. And that's the normal one. And this is the one you can get from what we just did, which is killing the mana worm guy in Karazhan. Very gross and very neat. I think this, one of these may be from, that's Rifts. I see, that's Rifts. That's the Fellhounds of Sargeras. I could explain how to get that next time. That'll be fun. This one may be from Ilhoof. I don't know. He didn't drop it. But we got this one, and that's disgusting looking. It looks like a Zerg almost. That's cool. You must be sitting in a barber chair. What am I doing? What is going on? You must be sitting in a barber chair. I don't understand why it's saying that. Is it? Am I missing something here? We change this guy's change the color. color? Because then if I could change him, then I'm clearly recognized as I'm sitting in a barber chair. So let's change him. Nope, it's bugged. I wonder what's causing that. Let's Google that really quick. You must be sitting in a barber chair. Is that something you just log out on and log back in on? Okay, who knows? The camera zooms in. See, people are talking about this. So it's a known bug. Let's try logging out, just log back in, see if it fixes it. Log back in. Turn off the add-ons, try relogging, try reloading. You need to do a complete reconfigure of your UI. So let's try again. If that doesn't work, we'll turn off add-ons. Now it looks like it's working. See? Logging out and logging back in probably fixed it. So, this is our guy, Dreadhound. There he is. And there you go. And that's a disgusting noise. It sounds like a skitterer in like Gears of War or something. Now, I'm not going to use it on Demonology because... There you go, boys. Look at that. How gross. He's so much bigger than a Fell Hunter. I love it. It's disgusting. That's so perfect for a Warlock. It's horrible. Oh, good job, Blizzard. I love it. It's just horrifying and so Lovecraftian. And it's got the green fire on the back. Like, that's just my cat jam right there. That's like a mouth. The back is like a mouth. Oh my god. I love it. Very neat. So this may incentivize me to play a little bit more Affliction or Destruction just to have this sucker out. Because you gotta play, I mean, you cannot play Demonology without a Felguard. You're out of your mind if you do. So, that's very cool. Okay, I think for now maybe we should call it because I gotta clean up the house before my beautiful fiance comes home and yells at me because I have done nothing today so far. But if anyone was watching or at any point, I really appreciate you giving me some of your time today. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy this. I hope to do it more, and maybe eventually, like, we can start building a little bit of a community. I know it's Mythic Week. Maybe if as time goes on, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be building a community fast enough. You know, in the next before Tuesday, that we'll be able to run with people. But over time, maybe it'd be cool if we could start running with people that watch, and then do explore some mythics, explore some achievements, stuff like that. But thank you for anyone that tuned in. For the time being, it was a lot of fun. I got some neat stuff, but I'll leave no out. Thank you guys again. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.